you know what? You can even talk as long as it's directly to me. I mention names and stuff like that. What's your language, everyone? My kid's in the car. For now. I'll let you know when she's out. I'm going to open the camera in a minute. Oh, God. What a palaver, eh? Buy me a coffee. That's right, I'm on my own. Questions. Things to want to know. Things that would love to find answers for. Oh, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So people would have seen that big expose that came out yesterday. It's almost like the only thing I can really talk about, really, regarding YouTube matters. I had a little dig through. I have to say, there was my honest opinion on that whole thing. It looked like just some people having a bit of a laugh and a bit of immature banter behind the scenes on YouTube. I don't really see it as that serious. I did see my name get brought up, but it was I saw people on the group actually sticking up for me. So fair play. Amongst all the chaos and confusion, it's hard to tell who's who on this smokes and mirrors. Thank you for Smarter for putting that up, by the way. I know you're probably getting shit for doing it, but I didn't really see anybody doxing stuff in there, doxing people. People just taking the piss out of other YouTubers, to be honest. And as for me, those videos of me working, allegedly me working in a marketplace, look, don't underestimate a picture. All right, Michael, good to see you. You know, I could take a picture of me standing next to a fireman. Doesn't mean I'm a fireman. You know, yeah, I might have been helping somebody out in a market stall. Did I work it there? Did I own it? I don't know. It's up to your imagination. And sometimes I help. The problem is with all that doxing that went on was trying to help other people's businesses and promote them and stuff like that. And somebody comes up and doxes them. And end up, you know, I've done the absolute opposite of Ice Cold, thanks to people just want to have a bit of YouTube stuff. And the person which doxed all that stuff, I didn't even have a problem with them. I don't understand why I did it. You know, that person was going around contacting everyone behind the scenes, becoming friendly with them, getting information for their enemies, for them, for no reason. And at the time when they were doxing me, I didn't even have a problem with them. It's just madness. And what kind of behaviour would you call that kind of behaviour? I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, all right, Pablo. Well, the thing is that the doxing came from a third party source. It didn't come from me. It didn't come from my mouth. It was nothing that I gave out personally that anybody said, "Oh, here's a picture of me. Keep it quiet." I haven't done that to anyone on YouTube. And somebody's gone via other routes, via Facebook pages that they're old and stuff like that, and digging at other platforms behind the scenes. I'm just like, why? I mean, unless you're getting paid, this is a good, good salary to be made out of it. Then you can spend 8 hours a day plus overtime on top. That I could understand, because no, you're not really, you got no problem with the person that you're trolling. It's just you've been paid to do a job and you're doing it the best you can. But if you're doing it for fun, then that is weird. That's like me washing cars or picking up dustbins, picking up rubbish for a living, and because I need to, so I can get paid, or even cleaning out sewage pipes because I've got no choice. I need to get money. I need to get paid. But then somebody else is coming on saying, "I love doing this stuff. I'm going to do it for free. I'm going to do it for 8 hours a day, cleaning out other people's sewage because I love the smell of sewage." It's just weird. Some people from bollocks. Some people from well, the thing is, Pablo, is when I started Facebook, it would have been probably about 15 years ago. I didn't even know in the future I was going to pick up this YouTube app and have a part of play like I'm playing now. And luckily, like many years ago, I got heavily trolled on Facebook during Brexit, and back in those days, just because of my political views, people were taking pictures of me, taking pictures off my Facebook, which I didn't realise was open, and making pages. And then back in those days on Facebook groups, you could comment as a page, and the page could look like a profile. But they cracked down on that Facebook, so you couldn't stop people. Like it says, when you make a Facebook group, it says allow pages to post as well as profiles or not. So after that, I had a bit of a tighten up, but then you only got to give a little bit of information out, or somebody tags you and that person's open, then they can find all your stuff through somebody close to you's Facebook. Then they got your kids, they got your wife, they got your mother-in-laws, they got your dogs, your cats, the tiles of your floor, type of carpet you use. It's just sickening. Yeah, this person is going around getting evidence to make everybody else look like stalkers. Let's hope your hands are squeaky clean when you go to the filth with that kind of stuff, eh? Or weaponizing the causes. Good luck with that. Well, I'm sitting here with my cup of coffee, driving, and you know what? I really don't care. It was interesting. Smiler's live last night, very interesting. All site. One thing that was interesting, people from all over these communities came together on that side because we've all been affected one way or the other. I'm not going to go out. It just annoys me because I don't do all that doxing stuff. And even if I know stuff about the person which did it, I'll never dare think about doxing their children or their families, even their houses. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had the stuff on my hard drive, it will stay there, in case I needed it, in case these people had ever attacked me. But and even then, I wouldn't even go after their families. I might use their families to try and help locate them myself. But doxing online, playing people off against each other, so people get angry, and then people come to some. Let's just say, like, I got angry with X and Y, and I've been messaging this other person, who reckons that they're clever at getting information, which we'll call Z. And then I go up to that Z and I say, I need information on X and Y, and they just give me absolute bollocks that looks believable, that suits their narrative. I really don't mind. At the end of the day, like, that, if that's what makes them happy, this is what makes them feel special, this is what makes them feel important, carry on doing it. There's no skin off my back. I've got, when I look at me, I'm living in paradise. You know what? I could live in a Thai jail as well. I'd rather live in paradise, but I could live anywhere. You know, we had a something. I've had a very, very busy day today because I didn't know Smiler was going to fire that live up. So it's taken up all my attention. And during this day, someone close to us has passed away. And you know, I'm bothered about all this stuff in my personal life. But I had to do it now because it's like now or never. I have to quickly do all this stuff because I'm just interested. Like flies to a piece of shit. Oh dear. Plus Facebook and Instagram are owned by. Yeah, I know. It's scary. Like, you know, this is what, you know, public do with private data. Imagine what these corporations are doing. And cool, and they're a lot more clever than the average person. They're like a machine. Uh, where'd you have to go? Oh. Anyway, so just check your message. Yeah, I do have a Facebook I use for YouTube and Instagram I just use for YouTube. I don't know if I've got a Facebook for YouTube now. I did have one, but I haven't opened it in ages. So anyone wants to contact me via Facebook, it might take me a couple of months to answer. I'll tell you what, to anyone that gets doxxed, it's not as bad as you think it might be. Because once they've done their worst, you give it a few days and weeks, and you realise nothing's going to happen. No one really thinks anything different of you, and no one's going to go to your doorstep. Believe me, like, it'd be the biggest mistake somebody turning up to somebody's doorstep. People don't understand how much bottle it takes to turn up to somebody's doorstep. It takes a lot of bottle, and I don't think a lot of people have got. And even then, if you turn up to somebody's doorstep, for what? You know, you turn up there for what? What are you going to get out of it? I can just say that you turn up their doorstep and you had a fight with them on their doorstep. Some neighbour's going to call the police. You're going to have to explain what you done doing, turned up on their doorstep from. You're going to get slung in the back of the van, nicked, handcuffed. For what? You're banged up in prison and you've got your pad mate in there, your cellmate. What are you in here for? Oh, I've done an off light, I've done this, I've done that, you know. How much you make? Oh, 50 grand. How much you make? Oh, 20 for my thing, for my bit of business, serving up. What do you make from yours? Oh, nothing. Oh, what happened then? Oh, I went and I had a problem with someone on YouTube, so I went and flattened them on their doorstep. Ah, oh, yeah, that makes sense. There again. You see, it's very easy to make threats. In fact, the more people make threats, the more less worried I am. Anyway, how's everybody else? Should be taking you on a guided tour around the island. Show you all the traffic jams. Drive me absolutely Willy Wonkas. Did anyone see that thing last night, Smiler's Live? You can't be rewound, unfortunately. That's why I had to stick to it like glue. But fair play to Smiler for putting it up. From what I can see, I'll be honest with you, I was only really looking at stuff that concerned me and all that stuff. Any stuff that concerned other people, it looked just like people just taking a piss out of other YouTubers, which could be done in a room or it could be done in a group. It didn't really look that malicious, if you ask me. From what I've seen, don't forget, there's quite a lot of stuff to look at. So if there was something that was malicious, don't read too much. You know, oh my God, they wrote this, they wrote that about me, and I said it's not malicious. That makes me a wrong. And it's like, no, maybe I just didn't see it. You know, people talk. I wish Tyrone would come back as well. And, maybe have a sit down with your family, let them know what's going on, and let them have a vote on it whether you should carry on or not. Everybody be responsible for their own decision. It's only YouTube. People think it's real sometimes. It's about 99% fake. And the good thing about a film, the things that we like about films, the films that we most love the most, the ones that feel more real. You don't get any more feeling of realness than having a part to play on this drama on social media. I think we've all got a secret addiction to it, really. Maybe because it feels real and maybe we will get doorstep. It makes it more exciting. Maybe that's the kind of stuff that draws us in. Dopamine was there from the start. Yeah, it was it. What did you make of it, Michael? I can put a link out if you want. I forgot my string off. I want to close my camera in because if anybody wants to jump on, please don't porn bomb me or end bomb me. And as Torbs to say, what can you do when you live in a zoo? It showed clarity. Yeah. That's a good way of explaining it. Showed what a few people were up to behind the scenes and winding channels up and stuff like that. I'd like to have another proper look at it again, but it's taking up too much of my time. I'll better look at it tomorrow and tonight. I'm just overwhelmed with YouTube at the moment. I want to get back to my normal life and start enjoying YouTube in my spare time. I've actually started to question my own sanity at some points during all this stuff going on. Some of the things I was contemplating doing, I was like, well, when I stopped and I took a breath, like, why am I doing this? Absolutely nothing to gain. Dude. This is what I like, the fighting side. It's just far more simple. You have a problem with someone, you call them out, or either show up, or they bottled it. Christ, time. Okay, see you in a bit, darling. Tomorrow. Hang on. Forget which ones are ours. I always forget
Yeah,
which
this
one.
one's the grey.
So I'm just dropping my lids off. Does show there's more going on than simple tit for tat. Yep. I've been in these. I've been in a group before on Instagram, and I was just added to it, and then they deleted the group, and then I was out, and then I was in a new group. Most of it is all just people just taking the piss out of each other. It's a shame people can't use these groups a bit more wisely. Nothing wrong with taking the piss out of each other, but you know, it's nice to just go into a group and say who's going live, who's live. This one's live. This one's interesting. That one's interesting. Blah 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 blah. This one's kicking off here. We're having a chill one over there. But in reality, it just takes a few things people to spoil it. People get carried away with a little bit of naughtiness. Reminds me when we were kids and we used to get the phone books and ring up random numbers out our parents' phone and start saying stupid things on the other end. A bit like the Simpsons when they used to call up Mo's bar and say, I need to speak to Amanda Hugginkiss. And then Mo would say, Amanda Hugginkiss. I need Amanda Hugginkiss. Why can't I find Amanda Hugginkiss? And then they'll laugh. It's like that with just modern day technology, man. That's an old form of trolling. Back in the days when we used to use the telephones. I saw this thing on TikTok, I'm not sure. It actually scared the shit out of me, man. There's these ties in California, and they got picked up by a taxi with no driver. It's completely unmanned. And I'm thinking, we are going to be taken over in the future by robots. I remember seeing a documentary about drones and F-15 fighter pilots, blah 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 blah, and they reckon that the last fighter pilot has already been born. Soon they're not going to need any people up in the planes anymore when you can fly them from the ground. You don't see that comedy called Arrested Development? It's like some really super dark comedy. It had it's like this really rich family, but they're a family of all just lunatics. And one of them decided he wanted to join the RAF, and they put him in what he thought was a flight simulator. Turned out it was a drone in Afghanistan, and he thought it was a computer game. And he started blowing all the buildings up, blowing all the hospitals up, saying, "You're going to get it, nurse." And all the other people, all the other military were looking at him like, "Oh my God, this person's a proper psycho." And then he got out, and there were the shocks in their faces. It was like, "What? What's wrong with you?" And then when they explained to him what he'd done, he just wiped out, half of Kabul. He had a breakdown. Oh dear. Back at this crossroads. I'm trying to press the camera on. Wait. La Familia cannabis stuff. There we go. You see that? I can type that into Google now and see where I am. Docs my location at. Can't really get the camera straight now. Should have did that. Straight. Get in there, son. Feeling like truck breathing. I'm trying to film. Come on. Straight. Sorry, that's the best I can do. People can dox my location at 1817 hours on Friday, the 31st of, I don't know what month it is. To work that out yourself, doxers. And 420, if you want to reach out to me, I would like to speak to you offline. You can record it if you want. I would just like to speak. I think you've been played a little bit as well. Has he still got a channel? I couldn't find his channel. I suppose his channel will come back when Tunes comes back. Oh God, that's where my mum lives there. Only joking. Look, there's Ultra. My live being restreamed, does anyone know? Probably not enough views for it. Well, now everybody knows where I live. If anyone wants to come round, I don't need to give you directions now. Just ask the doxers. If you come round with no ill intentions, I'll put the kettle on. If you come round with bad intentions, we'll have something else waiting. But feel free to come. I'm not hiding nothing. That woman just wearing a bra. Oh my God, man. Things have changed out here, man. Back in the day, like, Thai women used to be much more covered up. Now they're wearing next to nothing. It's our foreigner influence. Try and get this camera straight. Oh, come on. Ugh. Straight. Look at all these cars the other way. Small, like, well, it's quite a big island actually. This island's bigger than what it might appear to be on the map. It's the size of a city. Yeah, I had a death in my family last night. So all that stuff going on at the same time. And all systems go, 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 go. Big market up here, white market. It's rammed solid full of people. Westerners, I don't think they sell bugs there, before you ask. Sell barbecue chicken, sushi, barbecue pork, crab sticks, um, mostly salmon, spicy salmon. Um, they've even got a weapons shop there. There's a channel on my community page. Based in England about it's called Weapons Channel or something. All about things you can legally carry in the UK. Go check him out. He teaches you how to sharpen swords and stuff like that. Tells you about the UK laws as to carrying stuff and just little things you can do and be on the side of legal. It is crazy though because he said legally you can't carry anything for self-defense. Nothing. If you carry any item, it has to have a use. What? That man's got his shirt half on. He's in a hurry, man. He's just been caught with somebody else's missus and has thrown out somebody's window. Where's he gone? Why would you put your shirt on like that? Maybe he's had a tear up. His shirt's been ripped down the front. I couldn't see. I did lady. Sound actors like over there they do a buffet. It's all you can eat for a certain amount of money. Oh, gold's gone up. Good, good, good. They put like a barbecue in the middle of the table, and you just go up and you get all your uncooked pork, chicken, fish food. And you whack it on the barbecue in the middle of the table like a hot plate. Just barbecue it yourself. You can have as much as you want, as many refills of drinks as you want, much seafood, pork, chicken, beef, prawns. You just basically just eat until you can't eat no more. Checkpoint, please checkpoint it. You never know when they're going to open. I go to a boxing stadium tomorrow night. It's free to get in. It's in like a area with lots of bar girls. There's a boxing ring in the middle, and the bar girls basically fight each other. But you get men fighting each other too. I haven't been there in years. See, my kid goes to school, and even some of the kids in her class, they have proper full-on Muay Thai fights. One of her friends had one last week. He knocked the bloke out with an elbow. He's only like 12, 13. Fair play, his second fight as well, man. Well done. These big water things here in these trucks. They're 10 baht each. But you pay like a deposit for the water, for example. I don't know, say you want 10 bottles, say 200 baht that stays there, and every time you want to refill, they pick up your 10 bottles, you pay 10 baht each for each bottle, and they replace them. I'll do one of those 5-hour lives one day, man. I need a decent topic. Beware of one. What's that? Who? Can't tell from behind. They look the same. One thing about type. Oh, sorry about that. Had the bat phone just called me. Some people need rescuing from a vigilante. To go on my vigilante missions. There's a cat stuck up a tree. All the police and fire brigade are too busy, so they need bat me. Sounds a bit gay, doesn't it? Need anyone bat me? Cool. If I went to rescue a cat out of the tree, I'll get bored, just burn the tree down. The cat will come down by itself. It's just so boring, man. I mean, it's all bloody day. It's not crumpy about them. Yeah, so anybody wants to hear my real opinion, wants to ask me some questions, feel free to smash that link. Actually, no, I don't, because I'm about to go in a minute. In fact, I'm going to go now. There must be somebody else on more interesting. Smell you later.